Hey everyone! Today, I've got not just one, not two, but three massive updates coming straight out of China, and honestly, each of them shows how quickly things are evolving for NIO right now. These developments aren't just positive for the company. They also highlight how NIO is pushing its business model into new, creative, and money-generating directions. From a surprising new revenue stream involving their swap stations, to operational efficiency moves aimed at cutting costs, and even a smart technical solution to manage battery supply, there's a lot to unpack here. So, let's get right into it. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. Let's start with what's easily one of the most unexpected and innovative moves NIO has made recently. Their battery swap stations, those sleek, futuristic hubs that allow NIO owners to quickly exchange depleted batteries for fully charged ones, are now being used for something entirely new: advertising. Yes, you heard that right. NIO has begun selling ad space on their battery swap stations to other companies. And this isn't just for brand collaborations or aesthetics, they're actually getting paid for it this time. One of the latest examples making waves online shows a swap station featuring Coca-Cola branding. That's a big-name partner, and unlike earlier collaborations such as NIO's decorative partnerships with blockbuster movies like The Wandering Earth or Dune, this new deal clearly involves direct payment to NIO. Those earlier collabs were more about mutual promotion and cool visuals. But this one, it's a clear commercial partnership, meaning actual revenue is being generated. This is significant because in China, traditional billboard advertising is heavily restricted. You won't find massive roadside ads the way you might in Western countries. Instead, marketing is mostly limited to bus stops, digital screens inside elevators, shopping malls, or online platforms. That makes NIO's swap stations an incredibly valuable piece of physical advertising real estate. And NIO's got plenty of those, over 3,000 swap stations scattered across the country. Each one is strategically positioned in urban areas, along highways, and near service centers, which makes them perfect for companies that want maximum visibility. Imagine what that means: thousands of large, high-traffic physical locations suddenly transformed into premium advertising assets. This gives NIO a brand new stream of income. And advertising in China isn't cheap. Companies pay top dollar for exposure, especially in major cities. So NIO's decision to rent out space on their infrastructure could turn into a serious cash generator. It's also worth noting that there's no risk of conflicting promotions. You won't ever see a Tesla ad sitting on a NIO swap station that wouldn't make any sense. NIO is clearly being selective with partnerships, aligning with brands that complement their clean, modern image. In short, NIO just turned an existing operational cost, their swap network, into a new monetization channel. That's not only creative, it's financially smart. Now, onto the second big piece of news, and this one comes directly from NIO's president. NIO has officially started outsourcing some of its service operations to third-party companies. At first, that might sound like a step backward, but when you understand the reasoning, it's actually quite a strategic move. A NIO owner recently shared an experience that sparked discussion. He mentioned that a few years ago, while traveling through a remote desert region, he was able to request help from NIO with a single tap in the app, and a service vehicle arrived quickly to recharge his car. But when he tried doing the same thing this year, no one came. That raised questions about what had changed. When the topic reached NIO's president, he confirmed that the company had indeed scaled back its in-house service staff, particularly in smaller or remote regions. Maintaining a full-time fleet of NIO-employed service reps in every city and region across China was becoming unsustainably expensive. Salaries, training, logistics, and idle downtime between service calls all added up. So instead of keeping these employees on regular payroll, NIO is now contracting local third-party drivers and service companies, the same types that often provide chauffeuring or vehicle delivery services, to handle certain requests. Here's the interesting twist. These contractors actually earn more per NIO service call than they would through their regular gigs. That means NIO is paying fair rates while still saving money overall. Why? because they're only paying for service when it's actually needed, not covering idle staff during quiet times. This shift allows NIO to significantly reduce operational costs without sacrificing customer experience. In big cities, NIO still keeps its own professional service teams active 24/7. But in smaller towns and rural areas, it's now a hybrid model that leverages outside help more efficiently. From a business perspective, this shows a clear focus on profitability and leaner operations. NIO has been vocal about wanting to cut cash burn, and outsourcing low-frequency service operations is a perfect example of how they're executing that strategy without diminishing service quality. Now for the third update, one that highlights NIO's technical sophistication and problem-solving approach. Right now, the entire auto industry is facing battery supply constraints. Manufacturers across China, and even globally, are struggling to secure enough cells to keep up with EV production. Even though NIO has a close relationship with CATL, one of the world's biggest battery suppliers, managing battery variety and capacity at swap stations has become increasingly complex. So, NIO is using a clever strategy known as digital battery capacity locking to balance out the availability of different battery types across its swap network. Here's how it works. NIO's latest fourth-generation swap stations currently support 5 different battery packs. There are 2 for vehicles running on 400 volts architecture, 2 for the new Onvo sub-brand 60 kWh and 80 kWh packs, and 1 for the high-voltage 900 volts platform used in the latest ES8 and the upcoming ET9. With so many variants, it's inevitable that certain swap stations might run short of a particular pack size, say 70 kWh, while having extra 100 kWh packs available. To solve this imbalance, NIO has developed a system that can temporarily lock a higher capacity battery to function as a lower capacity one. For example, if a customer requests a 70 kWh battery, but the swap station only has 100 kWh units on hand, the system can allocate one of those 100 kWh packs, but digitally restrict it to 70 kWh performance. From the user's perspective, it behaves just like a 70 kWh pack. They wouldn't even know the difference. This not only keeps the swap process seamless for users, but also allows NIO to optimize resource distribution and reduce potential downtime due to shortages of specific pack types. No other automaker currently has this level of infrastructure integration or flexibility. It's an elegant, software-driven solution to a hardware constraint, and it underscores NIO's reputation for innovation within the EV industry. Now, when you put these 3 updates together, advertising on swap stations, outsourcing services, and smart battery management, a clear picture emerges. NIO is refining its business model to improve profitability and efficiency across all fronts. The advertising initiative turns physical infrastructure into a direct source of recurring income. The outsourcing strategy cuts down fixed costs and improves operational flexibility. And the digital battery management approach allows NIO to deliver consistent service quality even under resource pressure. All 3 of these strategies are aligned with a single goal, making NIO's ecosystem more financially sustainable. Remember, battery swap stations themselves are capital intensive. Many NIO owners still enjoy free swaps through earlier promotions or loyalty programs, which means these stations don't yet bring in significant profit on their own. But by layering in new revenue sources like advertising and grid services alongside paid swaps and energy storage integration, NIO is turning what was once a cost-heavy system into a viable, multi-revenue business model. To wrap it up, NIO's not just sitting still or waiting for the market to turn around. They're innovating across every part of their ecosystem financially, operationally, and technologically. First, they've opened up a new income stream through partnerships like Coca-Cola on their swap stations, a clever move that monetizes existing assets. Second, they're cutting unnecessary costs by outsourcing service in smaller markets while maintaining quality. And third, they're tackling one of the EV industry's biggest pain points, battery availability, with smart software-based management. Taken together, these updates show a company maturing fast, balancing growth with financial discipline, and finding creative ways to strengthen its bottom line. So what do you think about NIO's latest moves? Are these smart steps toward profitability or just temporary experiments? Let me know your thoughts down below. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more stock predictions and market insights. Remember to turn on the notification bell so you never miss an update. Happy investing, and see you in the next video.